To be able to play a broader character is such a thrill, and it's so fun. And I grew up watching. I would say the show that influenced me more than any other was the Dick Van Dyke Show. It made me want to do what I'm doing now, and I write for television as well. So I'm basically Rob Petrie is my model. So to be able to be one of those ensemble players and play those like the kind of characters that Buddy and Sally and the just slightly larger than life. It's just great. It's an opportunity that doesn't come along too often. And the whole show feels like a kind of like pure, unabashed sort of entertainment. Like we're out there, we're just entertaining. That was kind of the spirit of the shows of that era. In a scene, one of us will sort of suggest a little comic bit, and everybody's on board. And it's great, particularly with Colin. Kip and Lyle now have this this rivalry. There was a little moment where Kip slips his arm around Ruby, and Lyle's right in there massaging her shoulders. And there's sort of this rivalry that's always going on in every scene with Kip and Lyle, and that's just because Colin and I can see the potential comedy, and we just play it automatically. And I mean, these are all really the best in the country, I think, in terms of comic performers. So it's such a treat.
And who would you say then you're sort of modeled after?
I would think more Eve Arden.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do her, but she's a little slower. But just getting that feel of that era.
How about you?
I'm actually neurotic, so I didn't have to do a lot of research. No, I do know that era very well. I've watched a lot of those movies, and when Deb mentioned Pillow Talk and all those movies, I'm a big fan of them. So the style is nice, and when you look around and see the colors and the costumes, it so helps with the period.
Yeah. Oh, the costumes are great.
Yeah.
The costumes really, and hair and makeup are just, and the sets, everything about the show. There's such a different look to this show, and a look I don't think the audience has seen for a long time. The colors and that style. I think it's really exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Very exciting.
So
Great
some of the
project
numbers,
to be a part of.
The musical numbers in it, they look amazing.
It's just incredible. Just incredible. And the humor of it is just smart and light and silly and fun, and that to me is so refreshing.
Yeah.
Where you're just giggling and laughing, and I have to get a restraining order on Ed because
of
my
her makeup runs.
He gets me laughing till I'm crying, and I have to keep going into makeup.
My character is not as sensitive as everybody else is. I think that's what I bring to the show. It's not too much of a stretch, I think.
How are you enjoying it so far?
It's great. This is the nicest place to come because everybody I know. So it's an easy place to go to work. You don't have to convince anybody that you're doing a good job, or they don't have to convince you. We're just laughing along. If we know if we make our friends laugh, you're doing a good day. So it's all good.
Colin said that he wrote, they wrote a lot of the roles with their friends in mind. So presumably they were thinking of you when they wrote your role.
Well, when I read it and went to the read-through, and there was a lot of big teeth jokes and too many teeth for his head, those type of things, and I thought, yeah, I think that's pretty much me. I think I nailed it. That's all it is. So it was a real compliment when they do that sort of thing, because they know your style of humor, and I know theirs. So when you read something, you know exactly how they want you to play it. It's kind of nice that way.
In terms of developing these characters, it's just been, because we were in on the whole process right from the beginning, it's been so interesting. They were showing, not in the process of developing it, but rather reading the scripts at the beginning and getting an idea of what they wanted the characters to be like and who these people were. So to have such an early kind of glimpse at what was going to happen with this show and these people was a great way to help you sort of think about it and do research. I was doing research, and researching the era and researching. Are you laughing at me?
I'm just laughing because you're so much better than I am. Because I can honestly say, well, of course I'm older, so I lived the era. I didn't have to research it. I guess that's really why I'm thinking she's so good. But really, it's just that I'm older. Yeah.
I was
so
born at that time.
Okay, you're pushing her now. Okay.
Actually, I shouldn't even be saying that.
Yeah. No, because I honestly
wanna
didn't
be
do any
younger than
research except, I didn't do the research because I knew what that was.
Oh, I know
My
what.
thing was in finding in the way to be still likable and lovable, but to be diametrically opposed to you. On again. And that we started off that we were both kind of similar characters.
Right.
And that eventually we evolved into a similar bond, but the characters being
Right.
different.
Well, my thing was that I had never seen the original Odd Couple movie. If I had, it was like a long time ago. So I really didn't have a frame of reference for the whole Pigeon Sisters thing. So I had to watch the movies, and as soon as I saw it, I just fell in love with those two characters. I mean, they're just so amazing. So it was like wanting to pay homage to them without, copying the stuff that they did.
Whereas I wasn't really that nice at all, and felt that they served me no purpose whatsoever.
Is that right?
No. Well, in the sense that I liked the beats from the Pigeon Sister, but I felt that when this brilliant pilot went to series, that although the Pigeon Sisters had worked in the movie, it was a short-term thing, and I was thinking in terms of longevity of this duo that there was a lot more mileage in being that close as beings and having the same opinions, but in the actual characters being different. So we evolved it such that she was the more flighty younger one, and I was a little bit more cynical older one. So we have the same kind of Pigeon Sister beats and laughing kind of thing, but I'm kind of and she's like that.
I have to admit, my big regret in life is that I was never given the talent to be able to be a song and dance man. Big Gene Kelly, Fred Astaire fan. I love musicals. Never had a chance to do any because I can't sing or dance, which apparently is a drawback when you're doing a musical. So it's great when you're actually writing something. You say, well, I'll just write something here for me that no one else will ever let me do. So it's been fun. I mean, a lot of times I'm letting Deb do the dancing because she has danced and she's a great singer. So I'm behind the piano pretending. But every once in a while I get up and do a few things, and it's like a little fantasy island for me.
I noticed that you have a lot of your friends acting.
Yes.
Was that no, I mean, that's nice.
It was nice. We decided to sort of, cover our bets a bit by making sure we had talented people doing the parts, and we have a lot of talented friends. So, and it made it easier writing the script because I had a clear idea of what people were going to what parts. So that took care of half the writing, and still, when they came in and actually did the parts, they've all added extra layers, which just makes it even better. But it also gives it that feeling of it's not really work, because we just laugh a lot and have fun.